Pakistani American community continues to play an active role in the political, social, and diplomatic spheres of the United States. Pakistani origin candidates from various cities have participated in elections for Congress, state assemblies, and mayoral positions, achieving remarkable success. In this regard, the long-standing institution Pak-Pac has been actively working to safeguard Pakistan's interests for decades. The organization maintains strong connections with members of Congress, U.S. senators, and think tanks holding key meetings to strengthen diplomatic ties. Over the years, Pak-Pac has hosted prominent figures, including Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden, and several U.S. senators at its events. This time, Pak-Pac held its event at a local hotel on Capitol Hill, where a large number of attendees gathered. Board members from different states invited their respective senators who shared their views on Pakistan-US relations. U.S. senators and members of Congress expressed their desire for strong and stable ties with Pakistan. They emphasized that the promotion of democracy, human rights, and political stability in Pakistan is not only crucial for Pakistan but also for the United States and its allies. Discussions also covered critical topics such as climate change, the energy crisis, and diplomatic challenges in Pakistan. A key highlight of the event was the presence of Chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee, Brian Mast, along with a significant number of Congress members. Brian Mast also extended his best wishes for Pakistan. Under the leadership of Pak-Pac President Uzma, the event was a great success. Key personalities including Asad Malik from Dallas and President-elect Dr. Umar Farooq actively participated in the gathering. It is essential for overseas Pakistanis to continue their efforts with the same enthusiasm and neutrality, working collectively for a brighter future for Pakistan.
सबसे पहले तो बहुत शुक्रिया आपका कि you invited me into the Pak-Pac meeting, and my relationship Pak-Pac over 3 decades. Okay, and it's an excellent organization, and we have to see more bigger whatever you have right now. So now you are become a president-elect.
And so you are here today, you are seeing what the Pak-Pac is doing. So our mission is to educate our Pakistani community.
I'm only one of 396 women ever elected to the U.S. House of Representatives. I know how important that funding is for educating young women in Pakistan is for the future generation. Critical importance here. And it's something I will proudly stand with you all today and every day. I've already gotten my marching orders. I know there's a letter coming to my office to sign on to. I know there's a resolution that will be before the Congress soon. But I just want to pause and say thank you for leaning in, for being a part of the solution.
Pakistani American community, particularly in Michigan, they are a huge cornerstone community in the state of Michigan, an integral part of our community. I had the honor of representing one of the big mosques in our state, mostly Pakistani American mosque. I always tell people if I was ever having a heart attack, I would stumble into the mosque because I would get the best cardiologist care in the country inside the mosque. Even I would say over the last year and a half, when things have been very, very difficult because of events going on in the Middle East, we were always able to communicate, keep lines of communication open, and have really important conversations. Let me just say the community in Michigan has been integral to me understanding how important politics in Pakistan is in the United States to the Pakistani American community. It has been my opportunity to get educated, and one of the things I'm hoping to do as a senator is actually visit Pakistan for the first time. I've never been to Pakistan. I clearly need to understand what's going on in Pakistan. But you don't have to visit to understand that there is an enduring and ongoing threat to democracy inside Pakistan. Yes. Right? We don't have to wonder about that and visit. All you have to do is watch the news. And whether it's the violence that's going on there, the threat from the state, the basic need to uphold the rule of law, yes, and allow people to live out their lives as they see fit in freedom and democracy. Count me as an ally, count me as a partner in that, count me as someone who needs to be vocal and wants to be vocal on those issues. We are just going through a moment all over the world where democracies are under threat, right? Even in places like the United States of America, it is always, always important to uphold the rule of law and democracy. And that goes whether it's here or over in Pakistan. So thank you for your support. Thank you for helping me become a senator. The state of Michigan was one of the closest places in the country, and the Pakistani American community was a big part of that. So thank you, thank you, thank you for your support.
As she said, I feel the exact same way. This community in Phoenix, the Pakistan community, is growing well and strongly, and they've been super supportive of me and very welcoming. We had great conversations. They've educated me a lot so I could be a better member of Congress, not only for the local American Pakistani community, but also the importance of a strong U.S.-Pakistan relationship, and of course the challenges that are going on now that the senator described well. She and I are in sync in that important issue. I brought with me myself and the other gentleman I think is next were the two best members of the Foreign Affairs Committee in the House of Representatives. I on the Democratic side, Chairman Mass on the Republican side. We're going to have one heck of a Donnybrook hearing tomorrow as it relates to U.S. aid and the issues with U.S. aid. So we're probably going to be on different sides on that particular issue. But I do want to say about him, he's a great American who served our country with honor, was injured in service. And Brian, I just want to say, I honor you, I respect you, and we might disagree on certain political issues, but we appreciate your service in Congress, and I look forward to working closely with you. He's the chair, the new chair of the Foreign Affairs Committee. So let's give him a round of applause. The United States obviously is in a critical moment right now, deciding what our role and responsibility is going to be around the globe. I feel very strongly that we need to support USAID and other programs that do democracy building and building goodwill around the globe. That's good, strong foreign policy using the soft power of the United States.
I am so thrilled to join you here with my dear friend Andre Carson. We have such a critical time worldwide, globally now, when it comes to making sure that we can stand together for the rule of law, stand together for small d democracy, make sure that human rights violations are answered, and that we utilize our foreign policy tools in order to make sure that the elements of democracy can be reaffirmed. And there are too many countries all over the world, in our hemisphere here, as well as in Pakistan, and I've just been talking with your former president, how incredibly distressing it is that that democracy has so significantly deteriorated in Pakistan. I have a vibrant Pakistani American community in South Florida, and enjoy a relationship not only with Dr. Mirza, but with many others in our community, and so look forward to making sure that we can continue to work together towards the kind of progress that we need, and would love to have feedback from you.
I'm only one of 396 women ever elected to the U.S. House of Representatives. I know how important that funding is for educating young women in Pakistan is for the future generation. Critical importance here, and it's something I will proudly stand with you all today and every day. I've already gotten my marching orders. I know there's a letter coming to my office to sign on to. I know there's a resolution that will be before the Congress soon, but I just want to pause and say thank you.
I'm the eldest daughter. I have 6 younger sisters, 7 younger brothers, mashallah. If you haven't noticed, I don't care who is in charge of whatever country. When I see oppression and pain, when I see folks committing injustices and human rights violations and really creating, I think, generational trauma, yes, I will speak up and speak truth. It's not only about freeing Imran, it's also about freeing the Pakistani people, yes, period. And so I want you to know I'm a person, even when it's unpopular, even when people are saying, maybe you shouldn't do that or shouldn't do that, because he will tell you. Brother, the Malik family knows. I will not back down. I just feel like, my grandparents struggled and sacrificed for me. And for me to be able to speak, my Siti Allah Hamha, my grandmother, when they were trying to have me go back to Palestine, they said, okay, but you couldn't leave the house. You can't go here. You can't do this and everything. She said, why come back here so they can cage you? You are our bird that can fly free, so I need you to fly and fly and fly. And so I will continue to do that. I, jokingly tell people, when I was in the university at Wayne State University in Detroit, there was no Palestine student groups, but there was the Pakistani Student Association, and I joined it. And all the aunties and uncles thought I was Pakistani, as we say in Arabic. And I picked up Urdu, of course, al-Hafiz and all those things, but and went to so many Mindis. But I can tell you, one of the things I felt in solidarity is the importance of our community and our family and our identity. We are incredibly proud people, right? Pakistan, if you're from Pakistan or from Palestine, there is such a strong root. You just can't forget it. You can take us and uproot us and put us anywhere in the country, and we will still feel this connection to our homelands, to those roots, because it makes us who we are.
Pakistan has been a critical player when it comes to intelligence, when it comes to defense sharing, when it comes to combating against the war on terror. Pakistan has been a huge partner, and we need to make sure that we keep that relationship strong. It is very important, and not just in the areas of defense, but when it comes to energy, we need to make sure that we have a strong relationship with Pakistan, because so much of the technology and other things that are happening around the world is going to become because of a strong relationship between Pakistan and the U.S. And I mentioned energy for a good reason. Pakistan and climate change has been a huge issue in that country. And so as America is looking on how we're going to power our economy and how we're going to power our economy with these newer technologies, it's very important that we team up and have cooperation with Pakistan in this area. We've seen so much of Pakistan be devastated by these natural weather occurrences that seem to be more and more frequent. And we know that there is a desire there in that country to be able to stop that. We're always going to have rains, we're always going to have flooding, but we also believe they don't have to be as frequent as they are now.
But it's been a real honor to be a partner with all of you, literally since the day I started doing this, and that's thanks to this gentleman to my left here, Umar Farouk, who's my constituent and my friend, and he got me very involved in Pakistani affairs, initially with the Pakistani physicians, where me and Josh Shapiro spoke together. You remember that was in Philadelphia? That was the first event I went to. Josh Shapiro is a Democrat, I'm a Republican, but he and I are friends. Connected through Umar Farouk, who was a subcommittee chair over the CIA, the FBI, my former employer. I spent my whole life.
Okay, so the day that they're going to play cricket in Dallas, I happened to be in Dallas, and I went to a meeting with the USA team who was about to play the juggernaut. This is like USA versus Russia in hockey. You never win. And I give a motivational speech. And I'm sorry for all you guys who are Pakistani cricket fans, because it's my motivational speech is the reason that we won that game. So when I went to India the first time, it was when Bill Clinton was there, and they were getting ready to play another big cricket game between India and Pakistan. And that was my first exposure, because we had to actually study, because we were supposed to go to Pakistan too, and that got called off. We had to study the culture, we had to study the current events between India and Pakistan at the time. You can see the hot spot, you can see the vast history between the two nations.
My whole life as an FBI agent, mostly overseas, working counterintelligence, cybersecurity, counterterrorism, and the like. So now I'm on the committee that oversees that. But I'm also relevant to Pak-Pac. I'm the intelligence liaison on the Foreign Affairs Committee. So I technically I'm an ex officio, I guess you could say, on the House Foreign Affairs Committee, and I'm the intelligence liaison to that committee. So that oversees the State Department, which is very important as well. One of the things that we were always able to do with Umar sponsors a lot of very bright, very capable physicians.
And that, it seems to me that look is growing here now that the word is out that it's going to be, let's say, sometime in the spring, okay, whatever that might mean. Great weather. Well, you know, I'm from Michigan.
This sister's running. Give us your name.
Melissa Chowdhury, Washington's Congressional District 9.
How's it looking?
Earned over 90,000 votes in the shortest possible campaign this last time around, coming out of nowhere. So I would say it's looking pretty good. You have a majority-minority district. You've got the strongest concentration of immigrants in Muslims.
If you feel it in your spirit, they're coming after me because of my positions, because of my outreach in terms of the Pakistani community, in terms of my position on Kashmir. They're coming after me, so I need your help and support. But I want you to know that I love you, I appreciate you, and you have a friend from Indianapolis, and certainly Carmel, Indiana, in Brother Andre. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.
So what is your take on Gaza?
I mean, I think one of the things I want to continue to remind people is that, Gaza is majority children, and the families there and everyone deserve to be able to stay home and return home and be able to restore their communities, their neighborhood, their schools. I don't support violating international law and supporting ethnic cleansing.
Thank you.
So he's my European subcommittee.
And Dr. Ismaili is our president of Pak-Pac now.
Pleasure.
We'd like to take a quick.
So, Chairman, when you are going to visit Pakistan?
I couldn't tell you. If I gave you a date, I'd be lying. It wouldn't be the truth. It's been a little while. So, yeah.
Yes,
I'm pushing up daisies. Parts of me are growing plants there now. Stronger, not weaker.
Absolutely.
So we'll do it unapologetically.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congressman, that you've been doing. Going out that way. Going out that way.
Thank you for doing that.
Something about Pak-Pac.
So Pak-Pac is a very important entity to educate not just legislators, but people in general about what Pakistan really is about, what the government should be, what it shouldn't be, how sometimes when the political arena changes and the wrong people are put in jail, it can really result in some bad things. So we want free and fair elections. We want to make sure that the people in Congress and the legislative bodies, as well as the president, understand the contemporary issues of Pakistan, why it's an important ally to have in that region, why the stability of that region between India, Pakistan, China, where a huge part of the world's population live, and a huge part of the world transfers through, is very important to us and to that region as well. So we need to be good friends.
Thank you very much, sir.
And we have so many Pakistani Americans in Michigan that I feel like to understand and everyone is always engaging me on issues happening in Pakistan. So I need to get to Pakistan to understand the issues. So
And the largest Arabic population in Michigan.
the
Arabic.
Trust me.
She got support from them too.
I know. I was very happy. We won Dearborn Heights and Hamtramck, which was this complicated year, as you know. So.